Good morning. It's March 29th. It's Monday morning. It's Holy Week. I'm glad you're with us. I've been sitting here for quite a while this morning thinking about what to say to you and how to put it. In the sermon yesterday, I mentioned a kind of a project of thought toward the end of the sermon, suggesting that Jesus' death on the cross was not really a sacrifice to placate a vindictive, angry God, or to pay for our sins in some sort of tit for tat way. That it's more about overcoming death for all of us. Death is really the penalty that Adam receives in the garden for sin. He sinned, and God said, now you're going to die, Adam. And so Jesus comes as the new Adam to overcome death and to give us life. And so it's not so much really about tallying up our sins or or getting enough merit to achieve forgiveness, or even to sort of take our place, as if somehow had he not died on the cross, then we would all be dying on crosses. And God is not sitting there, waiting on him to die so that he can exercise his love and forgiveness. God is infinitely loving and merciful and gracious and wants his creation back, if you will, out of the realm of death. And so when Jesus dies, he, having not sinned, is not subject to death in the same way as the rest of us are. And so he is resurrected and comes back and then grants us this gift of life that only he could give. That's really more of what I was hoping to say yesterday. And I hope I've said it well enough that you can get it. We spend so much of our time and effort and energy on trying to forestall death. No one wants to die. Well, yeah, I get that. No one wants to die. But to live, 84 and a half years and then spend the last 3 weeks of your life and all of your accumulated savings in the hospital trying to stay alive for another day or two, it's kind of out of balance. I remember a woman who said that her husband had died, and then she discovered that she had cancer, and she was undergoing treatment. And a doctor said to her, "There's one more drug we could try." And she said, "Will it make me feel better?" And the doctor said, "No, it'll make you feel horrible." Oh. Well, will it extend my life? Probably not. And she said, "Well, what good is it?" And he said, "Well, it'll give us data to help the next person." And she said, "Well, no, thank you. I'm going to die soon. I'd rather just get it over with." And there's some wisdom there, If we're going to die soon, let's get it over with. Let's let the process take place and not be scared of it. Someone said once they weren't afraid to die, but the dying they didn't want to think about. And that's probably true, and I think that's legitimate. No one wants to suffer in pain. But let's face it, we're all going to die. And so let's accept that and, sort of march into it bravely, knowing that in Jesus Christ there's resurrection. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow with more.